On the table today at SquirrelStampede, have you ever had trouble sleeping? Bad nightmares, perhaps? Well, maybe LEGO DreamZzz can help you out. Huge new LEGO theme debut today that you will want to see, LEGO DreamZzz. Just don't feed the crocodile car! So a huge release of sets, like 10 sets to look through, maybe a few polybags too. I picked 4 of my most favorite sets. See if you agree with what I picked out. The crocodile car was my favorite. Do crocodile cars have squirrel tails? I think they kind of do. It's kind of close. So that was my first pick to go with, and I think it's a pretty popular one. And the squirrels, of course, demanded a new treehouse build, and this one looks packed. It's huge, it's tall, it's unique. Lots of fun to be had with this one. And of course, we had to see a bad guy villain pack, so this Nightmare Horsey looks pretty interesting, almost reminiscent of old school Doctor Strange. Hey, did you feed the crocodile? Don't feed the crocodile car! And my favorite local LEGO shop where I pick up a lot of my builds, Bricknology, they pretty much said you have to check out the turtle van. And it's funny because I almost missed that one because I didn't even see that the van was a turtle. I thought it had little thrusters. So now I'm seeing it and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So plenty of LEGO DreamZzz sets to build today. Let's hope we can stay awake so we can build these fantastic new builds. Oh no, squirrels, you fed the crocodile car! Ah!
SquirrelStampede.
So I believe my goal of today is to build LEGO DreamZzz crocodile car. It's my favorite one. In fact, we just locally had a new LEGO store open up, super exciting, and I saw several people pick up the crocodile car too. So I'm thinking it's possibly one of the favorites. It's just cool though, right? A crocodile that is a car? Come on. And there's a special bonus. It's not only just a crocodile car, it has 2 modes of conversion. It also builds up Cooper's red truck, which is kind of funny. I'm not there yet on the show. Just tells you this set is awesome. A pretty good selection of minifigures to start. We've got Cooper in his dream avatar. Logan, what happened to Logan? Things that must happen after episode 5. Jaden, Snivel, ooh, and Night Hunter. Night Hunter's key. Inside the box, pardon me, Big Gray, we've got a great illustration on our instruction booklet. By the way, have you heard that LEGO VIP program is changing into LEGO Insiders? And these little scan codes are going to be great for identifying what you've collected, I suppose. They're going to do an inventory, maybe, of what you have. Kind of interesting. There is our instruction booklet. Some great illustration work going on. That's kind of the fun part of this series. There is a lot of creativity going on with it. In fact, the book, the backdrop to the instructions are all colorful. It's kind of dreamy. We're into dreamy. I just kind of fell into that trap. How many times? I wonder. Starts in yellow and another. Okay, so we're going to build the truck first, and then we're going to crocodile it out in different colors here. Lots of stuff with this set. I really like all the things. 10 sets to launch this major new theme. I mean, trying to decide which one was really difficult because there's some I've left, like the space bus, that you see prominently throughout the show. So that would be a really good one to look into because most of these so far only just appear momentarily. But again, I'm not too far. As for bags, bag 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm glad I'm building the crocodile car. I'm really glad I chose this one first already. Just the piece color looks cool. Oh, and a small sheet of stickers. Well, where did bag 1 go? I'm thinking we're starting with the bad guys. This is probably Night Hunter's strange little night motorbike thingy. Well, I don't know if this part of the build is too terribly interesting, so let's just tear through it and construct. So I blew through this part of the build. I don't know why, but I don't like it when they start with the bad guys in bag 1. I guess I should just skip bag 1 and save it for the end, and then use it as like an encore build. It's just a basic bad guy bike though, right? Nothing too spectacular. A little bit tricky on those axles. Putting those posts in through the wheel wells did not work so well. But it's got a few interesting features, like stud launchers on either side, which I will have a tough time finding. Luckily there's extra. We have a character minifigure build of Jaden, little Jaden with braces. I don't think I've run into Jaden yet, so it's pretty much a throwaway figure. Watch, it's actually the Nightmare King's secret identity, and I just spoiled the whole show. That would be amazing, because I just pulled that out of my hat. Pretty good minifigure, though. For Night Hunter, all dark and spooky with those cool hats, those cool eyes that kind of stare back at you. Nice little... Oh, I forgot a spike on his crossbow weapon there. So pretty good figure. Oh, and the claw scarf. Very nice touch. And here's one of the smaller minifigures on his little mini bike. What do you call these guys again? I'll just call them Dream Mobs. Nice larger scale head on the guy, gives a little more detail to the face. But of course, I'm way more interested in the crocodile car right now, so we're gonna just slide these guys off screen. At least I've got them produced and ready to go for battle. Now the real fun begins. We've got bag 2. Probably the inner workings of our red Jeep, and some pieces of Cooper are in here too. And some smaller pieces back here. Mostly red and black gray brick right now, as we have not really going to add in the crocodile elements just yet. Interesting large piece to build up our truck. It'll be nice and steady. So let's run through this a little bit slower so we can satisfyingly see how this is constructed. It's the inner workings of our crocodile car. Well, not much going on just yet. Just the basic bone structure of our vehicle, driver's side, passenger side, some strange weird action feature post going out through the entire center. Structurally feels really strong. This'll take a pounding. Cooper minifig with energy axe. His avatar dream suit. We can take off hairpiece and place on this pretty cool helmet. Not too bad of a figure, like the little waist belt, and comes with one of those really cool sand hourglass dreamy things, which you can't hold on from the sides. That's odd. I thought for sure you would be able to hold on to it from its side. I guess up on classic holding from above. So good little figure included with the set build. And so now we can add on some pieces and really make this look like a red truck. Bag 3 should help us out. I see some big wheels in there. Gotta love the color combination of this truck. Lots of red, light blue. After this stage, we really should have something. So let's see how much soup we can add to this meal. Okay, Cooper's red truck has been constructed, and if you're not into crocodiles, you would stop right here and enjoy a nice four-wheeler. She's built up a little high, but not really on suspension. Kind of feels that way, but this is just the extra room needed for the crocodile parts for stage bag 4. All around though, a really nice red truck build. She's strong up front with a heavy grille and some nice headlights. We've got flaming exhaust pipes over on the side here. We can open up canopy and get Cooper inside. Again, there is driver and passenger seat with this vehicle, so that is always a plus. Many times that is omitted in a Lego build. So that extra width really gives this set some size. Kind of like a spoiler feature in the back, not really bridged, but some wings back there, thrusting power maybe. A hitch, probably for our crocodile tail. Big wheels on this thing, nice heavy hubcaps, just all around a pretty cool vehicle. Good sticker work too. I guess you could label this as a monster truck if you wanted to as well. Action feature, we've got 2 discs included, and one is already installed up by the grill. Pull back this lever here. Bonk. Or is it push? Ah, there we go. A little bit of a malfunction at first. Pull back. There we go. A little bit glitchy on that, but I think the pieces are warming up on that end. So that's your truck. Now we're gonna soup it up crocodile-like. The best part, right? Probably going to feature some interesting pieces from now on out, as we're kind of combining reptile with vehicle. Look at this bright yellow piece. Wow, it is like burning the camera retina right now. It's having trouble looking at it. Probably one of the reasons why all these sets are popping so much. It got such a fantastic range of color, contrast, and piecework. I think Logan is in this bag somewhere. What happened to Logan? What did he do? Such interesting little body pieces for this series. There's Logan's head. So the Logan minifigure pretty much there. Got a little hockey stick for him. We'll look at him a little closer as we get through this build. So there's two options actually for the truck from this point out. We're gonna go, I guess, with what the instructions is calling for, and that is the removal of the wheels and then the addition of the crocodile legs to the truck. So let's remove our wheels. A little clumsy on this part. So take all your wheel pieces. You want to keep those somewhere safe in case you want to go back to vehicle mode. I think they could have run that a little smoother. And now we just prep for Crocodile Assembly. We're going to add in this little tail hinge part into the back end. This way we can connect things together and get to work. All crocodile-like. So hang in there while we build up the tail and a few other critical pieces. This kind of rarely happens with Lego, but it looks like the tail piece is in bag 5, but I think it's because bag 4 and 5 feature kind of this mix-up option. You can either have one way or the other, and so whatever reason it's in bag 5. There's the tail of our croc. Not sure why they totally did it that way, but now we can continue on with our tail. Really pretty tail piece, by the way. That is really cool looking. And that goes on the back of this part right here, and we can finish up the back end of our crocodile. Already, that's really weird looking. Oh, and it wags, it wags. Oh, that is so fun. It's cleaning my table. I could use this all the time now. It's missing that one critical piece. There you go. That is cool, so fluid, so alligator-like. So a fun feature there. Oh, I keep popping this canopy off. It's not held in very well. I gotta work on that. Okay, let's build up the mouth. Okay, our crocodile car is forming. We've got the head, nice feature, very large head piece. Can fit a full Landry squirrel inside. Sorry, Landry, I wouldn't do that to you. But nice and toothy. I love the bright yellow undermouth jaw. And of course that tail that has the action feature of swinging from side to side. So building quite well so far. Really, really spectacular build. I knew it was going to be fun. Now we go on to bag 5, which we kind of already pirated a little bit to get that tail piece out. Oh, interesting. I've got another tail piece. How did this happen? Did they like accidentally give me 2 tail pieces? Where does this one go? We'll figure that out. And some leggings and some other pieces to work with here. Really excited to see this up on all 4s. And constructed we have the oh so beautiful crocodile car. Totally one of those builds I think any age can enjoy. We have dreamed, we have created, we have imaginated a crocodile onto Cooper's red truck. And it's funny how you've got the red body of the truck and then the blue head, tail, legs of the crocodile, and they feel like they're so meant to be together. It functions so well. Great choice of colors, great scale, and a lot of moving pieces. For crocodile movement, you've got shoulders, which can hinge out and rotate, ankles up on ball joints, even some movement there in the center elbow region. For hips, more of these posts that reach out and rotate, and of course, ankles. Tail we looked at earlier, but let's check out one more time. It has such great articulation. We've got that gear up top to kind of wiggle it back and forth, but each post here provides a little bit of articulation. And I guess I did get an extra tail. I haven't really figured out why yet. Maybe it goes on to the extra addition option of this set build. We'll check that out in a short bit. Head opens and closes quite wide. You can look really far deep into there, almost a SpongeBobian material back there. Cute little pink upper mouth piece. Great eyes on each side to look back at you. This is a perfect build. This is the perfect build, I think, to start with Lego Dreams for sure. Oh, toes that are articulated too. Maybe the only thing I'm having trouble with, like I said earlier, was getting the canopy to rest and hold tight. Having a little bit of trouble with that. Let's get Cooper back inside. So totally, definitely the set to build first, I think. I love the crocodile car. But there's also a secondary option for the car. I'm gonna leave it as the crocodile car though. I think this is what I see on the box and what I wanted to build the most. Oh, I almost forgot. I know you're gonna ask this. Can we have both? Can we have both alligator legs and wheels? I don't believe we can, but we'll test this out. So underneath the leg here, yep, the wheel is just going to be too large. It would have to be stacked down at least one more brick down to have kind of both the wheels and alligator legs. It would have been kind of fun to have a little bit of both, but I guess that's why there's that second option of a more themed monster truck. Oh, and the Logan minifigure. I almost forgot to talk about Logan. You can station him up on the back of the truck if you will. It's just he's just a one-studded footed figure, so you can place him actually anywhere you find a stud. What happened to him though? He sure looks ultra strange in this small body mode. But there is kind of a 2-in-1 option here. Once you've completed your crocodile build, you have your option 2, which is to instead kind of outfit the truck to feel a little more crocodilian. A little bit different on the build, a little bit different on the back of the truck. Kind of like you would build up the spoiler on the back of the truck, and on the roof of the car, or the hood of the car I should say, more of an engine up there, then some teeth building onto the grill of the truck. So the front of the truck would be this really spiky, menacing croc feature. And then on either side, oh, this is where the extra tail comes in. On either side of the back end, there we go. That's why we had 2 tail pieces. But then you would have 2 tail pieces coming from the side. So now the truck is just kind of monster truck. It's not really a crocodile truck, it's a monster truck with a small little yellow boat dinghy. Not sure if that plays well in the episodes or not. I have to finish up the series. But that's an extra option, kind of fun. I love it when they give you extra options in build play. I just prefer the croc car. I think that's the best look. It is so much fun. Fills up a table pretty well too. So now I'm thinking we have a little bit of time for, I really do want to build Mrs. Castillo's turtle van now. But I think I'm going to hold this one for a future build just because we just worked on a vehicle car. We do also have this sinister build, the Pegasus Flying Horse with Nightmare King on top. This one's really cool. Also comes with a Zoe figure and her flying cat owl, which does not look at all like what her flying cat owl should appear. So that's kind of a bummer. I wonder if in the future we'll get a better cat flying owl creature. I think that's going to be needed, but you gotta get the horse, the Nightmare horse. Reminds me a little bit of old school Doctor Strange with Nightmare. I think today though, to finish off, we're gonna somehow build this giant fantastical treehouse. Set number 71461, 1,257 pieces? I don't know if it's possible. Look at the time bar. I'm running out of time down there. How are we going to construct this? Most important minifigures to check out. You got your leads, Mateo and Izzy here. Miss Castillo again, which is odd because most of the episodes I've seen I rarely see her. A Dreamling Mushroom, Z-Blob, another important, Snivel, and another Night Hunter. How did I pull that off? On the back of the box, the squirrels love a good treehouse build, and from what it looks like, this one will not disappoint. I like how there's this inner tree structure piece right here, and then you're going to add on maybe the little house elements to it. That's pretty fun. Oh, and even a rope swing. Inside the box, giant booklet of instructions. This is a very large set, actually. It's larger than I anticipated. Lots of pieces going on. And again, with the really cool layout of how they're doing this with different colors per bag stage, structure stage. I like how that's broken up. Bag 1 of pieces. Looks like it starts right at the treehouse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we gonna get through this today? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 bags. Plus a few miscellaneous vinyl, that's the rope swing pieces. And a pretty good chunk of stickers. So I don't know. So the treehouse build is apparently enormous. Let's find bag 1. And we can start figuring out this house of tree. Come on. Come on, crocodile car. Let go. Let go. Give me that. Alright, definitely some treehouse inspired pieces. Another brick separator. Maybe with this build we'll start right from the start at the actual build instead of the bad guys. I'm assuming the base of the tree. Let's construct up, see what we have. And we start with the base of the build of the mighty thick trunk of the tree. I like the window on this curved section of the build at the trunk, very nice. Lots of locations for more stuff to be added in soon. And a small kitchen of freckled toasted cookies. I am missing a piece right up in here. I should have an extra chimney piece. It may have rolled off on me though. As for the Mrs. Castillo figure, she's kind of fun. I don't recognize this figure body. It's a small dressed figurine with bigger arms placed into the character. I do not believe I've ever run through that piece before. Maybe trolls, I'm not sure. I need to keep track of what's new and what's not. And she has her nice hourglass wand thingy. A fairly quick start to the build. I find this build may be somewhat relaxing. Now on to bag 2, where we can add a second floor to our tree. Maybe a better location to throw cookies off the second floor into our crocodile car. Well, let's see that second floor. Oh, Barry! I found it! It was under Barry. Be careful while building with squirrels, I can tell you. Now I can finish this chimney at a very opportune time. That would have got ugly had I found that towards the end. Barry, you do not steal and hoard more pieces, alright? And we have constructed our second layer of the treehouse. It's so detailed for what we're building so far. Nice little door, cute little window extended. Something's gonna come off these. Just interesting spots throughout. I like these Technic stabilizer beams inside there. I did not review LEGO Star Wars Yavin 4. You may see it in some of our TikTok videos. That set could have used a little more structure. Every time I move it from my table, it falls in pieces. This, I think, is going to hold together really well. And you can tell the squirrels are already very interested. That brings us to the third bag stage of building. Not a very full-size bag, very few pieces in here, maybe some detailing for the first 2 floors. That's what I like the most about this set though. There's a lot of fine detail, making for a very interesting build. And something for the gator car to slowly chew pieces off of. And constructed with fuller details, the base 2 layers of our treehouse. Look at all the fun detail going around the base now. We've got all sorts of colors, stones, mushrooms, candy-like things, bottles of blue and purple on Snooze Street. I like the fence work here to protect and to get up on into the second floor with the main door there up front opening and closing. Over onto the back. Oh, they're selling mushrooms. What are these kids up to? Over onto the back. Couch, TV, and what I was so curious about, there is a coin under the couch. Why was there a coin under there? But pretty fun little Easter egg there. So awesome build so far in this treehouse. I know it's going to be absolutely amazing, but you know what? I don't know if we have enough time to finish. What? I knew I undertook something that branched out so much, so I'm gonna do exactly what LEGO DreamZzz does. Tune in next time. Next time SquirrelStampede checks out LEGO DreamZzz, we will finish up the treehouse. We can see how tall it looks. It's gonna go up higher. It's going to have rooms. It's gonna have more minifigures. We'll check all that out next time. We'll also try to check out one of those other 2 builds that we worked on and looked at today. That would be either Mrs. Castillo's turtle van or Nightmare's Pegasus flying horse. Both truly awesome builds I want to tackle. So there's where we leave off with LEGO DreamZzz. Please stay tuned for our upcoming LEGO DreamZzz second part, probably in a week or so, as we kind of cycle through some other great builds like LEGO Super Mario Dry Bowser's Castle. Looks pretty fantastic, and Minecraft. We haven't even scratched the surface with the new Minecraft set, so stay tuned for lots of great LEGO builds and other great things at SquirrelStampede. If you liked today's video, please give us a swag, squirrelive, squamment, anything you would like about LEGO DreamZzz. Don't forget we have some new merch. We've got some hoodies, t-shirts, a weird questionable drinking container, and a plush squirrel. Thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.